Today we are in Desa Sri Hartmas. The owner actually bought a used property, renovated it pretty much like how Frankie's house was, right? If you haven't checked out the episode, go and check it out here. Let's not waste time and let us go and check it out. Just gonna ring the doorbell and... Okay, I don't know where's the doorbell. This is Dennis, the owner of the house.
Yes, hello.
Now, my first question for you is this.
Yep.
Actually, where's the doorbell?
Got lah there.
Oh, it's outside all the way.
At the filter, the water filter there.
When did you bought this house?
I bought this house in 2021.
So how much you got it for during that time?
That time I got it for about 830,000.
830,000.
Exactly 800.
Right, and how much you spent on the renovation?
The renovation, my price lah, plus every damn thing that you will eventually see inside is about 600.
Oh,
Ish.
wow. Let's come in and check out the property.
Yes, come in. So as you can see, this is an undone wall, unfinished wall. You see, I like it raw. I like it a bit of imperfection in the house.
For this one, right? Was it like when they renovate the time they smack, and after that left over there, you like, okay, don't.
No, this is actually the door.
Hey. Oh, this was actually the door.
This was extended out a little bit because a lot of architects or ID or design build team, they are used to finish it really perfect and well. So as I told them, the brief is I like it a little bit of imperfection. Some people, to me, it's like an art piece lah. To me lah. But some people may feel like, you want it just like that? You want to leave it hanging there just like that? I say, yeah, I just want it there.
When you built this house at the time, what was the concept that you based this house on?
I have a good friend. I hope I can regard him as a good friend. His name is Seksan. Many would know him as a landscape architect. But I have to say that he didn't design this place. I cannot do justice to his work. But I was inspired by his previous works like Sekeping Serendah. I try to have that kind of rawness in there. But in that rawness, I also need to implement my sense of perfection into it. Yeah, that was the concept a little bit.
At the moment, the first time I walked into this house there, it was a lot more spacious than I expected it to be, especially for feeling wise. Because I think townhouse usually feel very...
Yeah, very compressed lah.
So you see, right, one thing, if you actually look from here, you notice that it's very spacious.
This is actually the kitchen. This is actually a wall which I hacked. I totally hacked this thing. So I can have maximum space from here to there. Right? Where you can watch TV, I can have my piano here. Initially wanted a grand piano one, but now I got a not grand. Money TV.
You're gonna write me a theme song, right?
Jingle. Right away, we wanted a good island to host friends and to communicate with, both sides, right? But unfortunately, this pillar cannot be removed. So this part, we put it like a window to put our wine glasses up there, and to talk to friends. Hello. And my other half will prepare her stuff. So it's quite a good island. I think it's quite a spacious island. And then this is the part that's where the lighter cooking will happen. You boil soup lah, you make porridge lah. Also can do here. This space is actually built because of this table. Because this house actually ends here. So from here onwards, it's actually grass. So I wanted, for me, because I like to host dinners or makan sessions or catch-up sessions or drinking sessions with friends, this whole place was built because of this table, which I already had last time in my office. This is a Meranti wood table by Art of Tree. So yeah, instead of putting the table there, we wanted the table to face the back. Yeah, that's the air well, which I specifically told the designers that I really want this natural light because it's already a townhouse. So the ceiling itself, like you see here, is not really high one. So I wanted a space that there's ample sunlight, there's ample space. That's how we designed this space, and also just hanging wood channel, which I quite like. I really like wood.
This is custom made for this house, right?
Yeah, it's custom made for this space.
Fun fact, guys, do you notice this little barrick here? And you notice that painting there is actually matching.
It's actually a set lah, a set. So the blue bear brick will match the first painting that I painted just now. And then this gold durian will match the abundant tree, the tree painting that I painted just now. And guess what? You know what's this?
Subwoofer? Oh no, it's not a subwoofer.
Then what's my yoga mat?
Roller.
Roller. Actually, a violin, yeah.
Oh!
I purposely didn't want to show you just now, so you won't have this reaction. Yeah.
I keep thinking it's a subwoofer.
Yeah. This is a very unique violin. It was made specifically for the concert one. So, as I mentioned, everything here, when I display, it means something one. Then, wine chiller is a must because I host guests. You definitely need to have a good wine chiller. It's a gift from Joe Tan of Kitchen Inc. And one of the proudest place that I like is actually my toilet. Please have a look. We wanted that kind of like Sekeping Serendah feel kind whereby you are able to enjoy and hear the outside noise, right? So I adamantly want this to be a rain shower one.
This is actually a pillar, right?
Yeah, it's actually a beam.
Yeah, the beam. So how do you put a...
I say you find a way, lor. You find a way, lah. Hey, some of you when you hear this, you might hate me, right? But there's always a way, one. There's always a way. So out, there you have this door. We all have to know that because I have ample grass space. One of the questions is, how far do I go? Because the further you go, the more budget it will eat to you, ma.
Correct.
You keep on building and building,
Correct,
right?
correct.
So I think to have an ample natural garden space is quite important. And then there will be some heavy cooking there. Some people want to cook char
So
kway teow.
this is his wet kitchen.
It's as raw as it gets, lah. Well, after that, no one really sees it, so it doesn't matter. I have a chest freezer there to store more of my meat and ice. Yeah, that's about it. So as you walk up, I wanted it for my other half dressing area. She requested it. It's actually not really done yet. We gotta put some furniture around here. I have this wood table also. This solid wood table by Art of Tree. It was previously my office working table. And these are all the cabinets. Here, you go out to the toilet. This is the master washroom.
Do you guys notice here there's a very beautiful tree?
Yeah, it was planted from the bottom toilet up here one. This was also the Auto Builder's idea, which I feel is quite good. And master bedroom, it's pretty simple. I keep the master bedroom as simple as possible because no need to put too much fancy stuff. You have the louvers here for air ventilation, which is quite a smart idea. It's quite cooling one here. You see, the aircon also quite cooling.
Yeah.
Some people may ask, why do I have the washing machine upstairs? To me, I find it totally logical to have the washing machine upstairs because you take out your dirty clothes upstairs, you throw it right into the washing machine and to the dryer after that. You need to bring up and down, for what? I mean, so to me that's my logic lah. So some people may don't understand that, but it's fine. But to me it works well. So this is initially was a music space that I want to do music by myself. But now I prefer to do music downstairs, and this could be another room actually. Same thing as I always explain, the logic of the townhouse is like that, ma. Okay, so we are at here. So as long as I do not build across her over this side, I'll be fine. Unless you get really good neighbors that will allow you lah.
Unless the flag got no view lah.
Or unless you take two townhouses together lor. Then you can build as much as you want lah.
So I think one of the things that you guys find here, right, if you ever come to Desa Sri Hartmas, this townhouse neighborhood, you'll realize that some people actually do buy 2 units. Then they join it into 1 unit. Then what happens is it becomes a 3-story house.
So if you make the calculation right, 830,000 plus 600,000 plus you round it up to 1.5, you divide 2,800 square feet, you get in Desa Sri Hartmas, this place, per square feet, $535.71.
This is one musician that really knows his math. No offense to other musicians, but he's a very finance savvy guy for a very artsy person. Why did you actually choose to buy a place and then renovate it up like that, rather than actually just going to a whole new neighborhood, at least 1.5 million like that, you can actually just do installment and stuff, and maybe even a bigger house. So why did you actually choose to do this?
So I think it bounces down to the personality of the person. So like for me, when I build anything, even my art pieces or my violins and everything, it has to serve a purpose. I know that 1.5 million is not too expensive. Neither is it not cheap for myself even, or for a lot of people. You really need to know where your money go, and when you spend it already, you have to be comfortable living in it. I have to be comfortable using that tool, that space, right? So I had to change my mindset that I'm building a piece of artwork. So because when you build a piece of artwork, it's personal to you and you will appreciate it more. And not to say that this space is conducive or is practical for everyone, I wouldn't say that, but it's good enough for me. It's my money, it's my idea, it's my appreciation towards the piece of art, so it's my business.
So that's all about it for today. So thank you very much, Dennis. For those of you who are interested to actually find out more about him, you can follow him on his IG.
IG is Dennis Violin, DENNIS VIOLIN. YouTube is Dennis Lau TV, DENNIS LAU TV. And also don't forget to subscribe and like his videos, Modern TV. And I'm very, very blessed and honored to be a part of the series. And I hope you guys will stay tuned for this series and many more.
Thank you very much, guys. Now, if you guys want to know more about his life and you want to find more about him, actually Dennis is actually a very well-known musician in Malaysia. He has produced many music for many famous celebrities here, and we are gonna have an exclusive interview with him to talk about how he actually, a lot of people think that musician don't really know how to calculate, right? Yeah, but this fella is one of a kind. The last time I came here, I thought I'm gonna be hanging out with a bunch of musicians. By the end of the day, all businessmen. So if you want to find out more about him, stay tuned for our next episode.
Stay tuned.